Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love. Today's video we're going to be testing the Arcade Punks 128GB image and testing the performance with PSP. Now, I know this is a beloved system. I have the original. I have so many games for it, it's unbelievable. Now, I love emulation and I love the fact that these systems are really trying to max out the level of performance in order for us to, for those who don't have a PSP or a Dreamcast or any other type of device, to enjoy these games. Now, really is amazing the fact that we've got some really exciting times coming with new products and new systems coming to end the close of this year. Next year is going to be even better. But one thing that I do want to mention today, which I'll do another video later on this evening, hopefully. If not, failing that, I will then do it tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fit it in. But obviously there's lots of systems. I've had people ask about budget systems. I've had people ask about what's the best system for emulation on numerous different emulators and systems themselves. So, as you know, I'm a bit of a collector. I haven't really shown off all my systems, just the ones that are quite recent really. But I just want to show you before we quickly get into PSP emulation for the Arcade Punks 128GB performance, is the old system that I have, which is the Retro Flag GPI case. Now, when this first came out, I was absolutely blown away by it. One, because it brings back a lot of nostalgia with Game Boy. Not only that, but it was the first Retro Pi system that I owned. I messed it up a couple of times. As you know, with emulation, they're very fickle. You know, you make a mistake, you brick your system and you start back again from the start. So with me having the first time use Arcade Punk to download a full image or complete image, which I'll be showcasing today, and also I've showcased, and a lot of you guys have actually downloaded it and said that you're absolutely loving it. I know the only downside is that you have to change it into English because it's in French, I believe, and then I'd say a good 60% of the ROMs are also in French as well. So you do have to swap out a few emulation systems or emulator systems to get the English ROMs on. Bit of a pain, but it's not too much. It took me about 20 minutes to do, is just go through all the systems, check out which ones were in English and which ones weren't, and then just deleted them and then reinstalled them. So let's get back to the Retro Flag GPI case. I really love this system. It was a bit limited. It didn't have an analog stick. It just used a D-pad. It also had limited amount of buttons. It only had A, B, X, Y, and also left trigger, right trigger. But for the time and, you know, when it came out, it was still revolutionary. The only downside that I had with it was the fact that you had to use batteries or plug it in. I know there is a mod where you can actually do it, but I found getting 3,300 milliamp batteries rechargeable, getting 8 of them and swapping them over every now and again, they last a very long time, 2 to 3 days of a couple of hour uses with the system itself. So I never really was too bothered by it, but it was the only biggest gripe. The good thing is it's a budget system. It comes in now, I think you can get it, I think I seen it for £39, which is probably $55, $57. But the reasons why I'm saying this is because I got this image for Arcade Punk for the RK2020 and also the Odroid Go Advanced Black. I then went back to Arcade Punks and just to see all the different other images for different systems across the board that they have. And then I noticed that they had a GPI case. It was also a 128GB size image, and not only that, but I updated the GPI case with a CM3 Plus mod. So I'll quickly show it, just to show you guys what you get. Okay, so this is the GPI case. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. As I say, it's very reminiscent of the Game Boy original. It's a smaller form factor. You've got your brightness on the side, you've got your volume rocker here. Yeah, so this is the CM3. It did have a cartridge on the back where obviously all the power goes and generates to it, but this is the CM3 upgrade, which costs, I think when I got it, it was about 49 pound. I think now you can get it for, the lowest I've seen it is 38 pound. So that's really good, you know, and the performance jumps up dramatically, which is always what we want. We want our games and systems and emulators and to run at full speed so we get the maximum enjoyment out of it. So this is the actual build. Let me turn up the sound just so you guys can see what we're going to get. Okay, so it plays over a video when you first load it up, which is pretty nice. So as you go through, let's go through. So we have the Atari 2600. It gives you a nice display of what the system looks like, and obviously runs through many different videos of certain games that you can play on it. It does that right the way through the board. So obviously we have the Atari 7800, ColecoVision. Obviously you guys can read, so you can obviously see it here. But it also does collections as well of all the names of the companies. So if there's a specific company that you like Taito or Capcom, then they're all pre-listed. As you can see, the UI is really nice. Sadly, there's no PSP on here, but it's not something that you can, you know, add the OPK file for that. So I'm sure if it runs Dreamcast, it'll be able to do it. I'll do it at a later date. There is room on the SD card. So as we move over, we go to handhelds. And if you go into the system itself, then obviously it gives you a full video of the games, which is pretty nice. Box art. I really like that. So you can really get to see what game you play and how it runs, and whether it's something that you want to play. Okay, so if I come out of there again. So as you can see, we got settings, consoles, computers. So say for instance, if we go into computers, then you'll have ports, open bore, Commodore Amiga, Commodore 64, Amstrad. And if you click in, the same thing again. It brings up the games, the listing, so you know exactly what you're going to get and what you're going to get to play. So if we come back out, we go to arcades, and say they all give you a funky little retro video for the selection and choices that you've made, which is really cool. Probably get annoying after a while, but it's still a nice touch. And I say once you click into it, then it gives you arcade. go down, we got the CPS, CPS2, CPS3, Dolphin, Atmos Wave, Sega Naomi, Atari Classics. The list goes on. And as I say, it really gets to then the system, so, and then it gets to the individual companies with all their games, arcade games that they've made. It's like Midway, Namco, Nintendo Classics. Really cool. Sega Classics, SNK Classics. I think that's a really nice touch. So if we jump in again, it literally, as I say, when you go in, it gives you full video of what games you'll be playing. So I don't know if there's many of my subscribers out there or people that are new watching. Let me know if you have the Retro Flag GPI case. Is it gathering dust somewhere, you know? Is it something that you'd like to revisit it, you know? Would you be interested in getting the CM3 Plus modification for it? And not only that, but then obviously downloading the 128 Arcade Punk. I think it's called Loaded with Piggies or something like that, I think it was called. I say, I've messed around with it a little bit. I think it's really, really cool. I think there's some great stuff on there. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if it's something that you wish to see. As I will do a breakdown, I'll do each emulator, as always, showing you the performance. And then hopefully you can make a decision whether it's something you would wish to purchase or bring back out of the woodwork and revisit it, you know. Okay, let's get straight back into PSP testing performance with Arcade Punk 128 gigabyte image. So I haven't changed any settings. This is just what you're going to get straight away. If it's not running pretty good, you know, there's always some cheat settings there that will make a massive difference into the performance. PSP is probably one of the most, well, if not quite difficult. Now, it doesn't recognize the select button for some reason. In game it does, but just not on this screen. And obviously when you don't want to die, you do it quite regularly. Well, for me anyway, because I'm crap at gaming. I just enjoy it. So this is Ridge Racer 2.
Ridge Racer. Here we go. Ridge Racer World Tour allows you to experience Ridge Racer World Tour. Come on, here, get ready to race.
Are you nervous? 3, 2, 1, go! Not bad, but don't let your guard down. 3 laps to go. Good luck.
I've noticed that Bottasera plays PSP really well. Emulate, not as good performance as Bottasera. But then when you go to Dreamcast on Emulate and the new MIB build play amazingly well. But on Botasera Dreamcast, it's alright, but it's not as good. I do wish there's a bit more continuity with it.
That feels good. Nice. Yeah.
There's a few little skips, but I'm sure if you changed a few of the settings, it would run flawlessly.
That's amazing! Yeah! It's a new record! Two laps
But
to
certainly
go.
enjoyable. If you've already downloaded this, guys, let me know in the comments what you've done to make some improvements on some of the emulators themselves. I know everybody's preference is different with settings, but yeah, I'll be interested to know. Obviously I'm using the Odroid Go Black V2, but this image works perfectly fine on the RK2020. Talking and playing games I'm trying to play through a phone is awful. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Okay, let's try another. I've been playing the Origami King on the Switch, Paper Mario, and I got the origami pack with it, so you could make your own origami characters themselves. I think it's about 6 characters that you can make. Got halfway through the Goomba origami making, and just rage quit and just tore it up. Not clever, but the instructions aren't that good really on how to make it, and I've never done origami before. I much prefer the dilemmas and dramas of emulation than to make fucking origami characters from Origami King. Let me know in the comments if you've been playing it over the weekend, guys. And how disappointing was that Nintendo Direct Mini? Shin Megami Tensei, don't get me wrong, love that all day long. But all the hype and bullshit that everybody was saying that it was going to have, like Mario Anniversary Collection and so forth, and it just proved everybody wrong. And the amount of people that did so many videos on it as well. I do feel terrible for them, because they, you know, they get so hyped and believe it that, you know, it only creates a lot of disappointments in the end. Let's go with the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of the G-Pi case new image from Arcade Punks. I think it looks really cool. I haven't tested everything, but what I have tested, it runs flawlessly. Especially a couple of N64 games that I've played. You'll get to see it in a video when I show you anyway, but it's the best performance I've seen on N64. Really good. Ultimate Warrior! This is such a great game. You can't see me. Come on, CNET. You'll kick my ass now. Yeah, I also had one of my subscribers, great guy, makes me laugh all the time. Every system that comes out on a test, he's like, nope, it's not a 7-inch screen, want a 7-inch screen. This guy is obsessed with a bigger screen, but wants the performance of, you know, the Odroid Go Advance or the RK2020. I feel his pain, I share his sentiment, you know, I just don't see why they don't do it, you know. I know cost-wise, but we need an ultimate 7-inch screen handheld. I do agree. But he showed me a link, or sent me a link, should I say, of actual video footage of gameplay. And it looks really nice. Now, I'm talking about the system that I ordered, which is the Cool Baby RS18. 7-inch display, 5.1 UI. Now, I got told by the company itself that it runs Android, but I don't know if that's true. If it is, it's going to be a hybrid of Android backend, emulation station front end, and yeah, pretty much like the X2. But from what I've seen by the video and the performance and the screen, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to actually get it. Actually, obviously I will let you know as soon as it's there and do an unboxing. Not doing too bad against this guy. Oh my god, he flew across the screen like a tornado plane. Or jet, should I say. Oh, it's creasing me. Right, okay, next. I'll try and get through as many as I can, guys. Within maybe 50 minutes, an hour video maybe. I noticed in the comments there's a lot of my subscribers that are fighting buffs. They like a good beat 'em up. It's pretty cool. I'm not good at them, but I do really like them. Let me know in the comments what your favourite is. Mine at the moment, I can't get enough, but it's PlayStation and it's Rival Schools. Love that game so much. So let's just jump into an arcade. Let's do computer versus computer. Nope.
Please select your character.
Which I'm going to be bad at either one.
Have we met before? You look quite energetic today. You're usually pretty tired.
Great animations and Blaze Blue. As you can see, running perfectly fine.
struggle of good versus evil, there is often more to a hero than meets the eye. Just as the plants have their hidden roots, and rocks, when turned over, reveal their dark underbelly with all manner of surprises, so too is the great story of Jack and his epic fight to save Haven City. Every mother's child has heard the story well, but most have heard only half the tale. For as great as Jack was, he would never have succeeded without his often forgotten but faithful sidekick, Daxter. In my many years as a sage, and trust me, it's a big number, I've learned one very important truth. Behind every great hero, there is always a wisecracking, obnoxious nincompoop. This is his.
Looks like the bugs won.
What was that?
Nothing. All right. Everything with more than 2 legs start trembling, because the Daxtonator is in the building.
That's the spirit. Are you ready for your first test?
Just give me the bug juice, Pops, and make it a double. I'll hose down every creepy crawly that moves.
No. You must first learn the basics. In my day, we hunted bugs with style and class. A more elegant weapon, more civilized touch. Now, for your first job, I want you to go and take out all the loose bugs in the local hotel. Go get them. Your first job is at the... Daxter, I almost forgot to tell you about the communication device. I'll use this to keep in touch with you whenever you're away from the shop.
If there's one thing I've learned, you can never have too many of these precursor orbs. A health pack. Ooh, bet you never guessed that one.
As you can see, guys, it's running definitely at an acceptable level. Great game as well. Not played it for a long time now. But yeah, great game. It's just a hotel. Okay, on to the next.
EA Sports.
FIFA Street is running really well. Great game.
chosen.
I will follow the path that I believe in. I'm not afraid anymore.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
There.
Battle 3. Fight!
Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Perfect! You win!
Stand by me.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Yeah, really happy with the performance. Love to know what you think, guys. Yeah, that'd be great. As always, guys, thank you so much for the support. I think I'm on 1,300 subscribers. Holy shit balls. It's just growing. Thank you. New subscribers, welcome. If you need any help, let me know. I'll do my very best. I say, guys, we all work together as a collective in this little small community that I've grown. Some of the guys here are just absolutely fantastic. They're, without question, some of the amazing supporters on YouTube. They're just really helpful. Don't be afraid to ask them questions if you need any help as well. Sometimes I miss. I wait a couple of days and then do a bulk reply. So if I don't reply right away, which I try and do anyway, yeah, don't hesitate to ask some of these guys. Some of these guys have got even better experience than me. It makes me laugh that they watch me. But hey ho, I'm very honoured and humbled. As always, guys, one way to help out this channel is to absolutely give it a thumbs up, share, obviously spread the word. Hopefully I'll get that retro flag GPI case video out in a couple of hours maybe from the time this comes out. Hopefully you guys will be excited about it, and let me know in the comments as well if you actually have the retro flag GPI case. It'd be interesting to know, and if you're going to upgrade it. But obviously I'll show you later on the videos of the performance, which is really surprising, really nice. Anyway, guys, as always, hit that like button and take care.